Classic Kilenor. The place where I've slain monsters, done the most difficult quests, but most of all, had ton of fun. There are a lot of ways to play this game. Many people opt for one of the Ironman game modes. The least popular Ironman must be the Ultimate Ironman. As an Ultimate Ironman, you play with all the Ironman restrictions, but on top of that, you are not able to use a bank. This means everything you own will always be right there in your inventory. Well, this is not entirely true. Ultimate Ironman have found a lot of ways to store items in different places. This really appeals to me. It's the game mode that probably calls for the most creativity of all the game modes. In this series, we will go through all those creative methods to store your items, and we will learn how to play RuneScape without a bank. There's just something so nostalgic about spawning here in Lumbridge. In this series, I didn't want to set myself any extra restrictions apart from not being able to use a bank, of course. In this series, I just wanted to show you guys how the Ultimate Ironman game style works and how to overcome the difficult challenges that it brings. So, enjoy the video and I hope you guys like it. It turned out the first challenge I encountered for this account was not really a RuneScape related one. I didn't set up my OBS right, which made my FPS turn to total shit while I was recording, so I'm just doing this again. The first thing I wanted to do on this account was getting my prayer up. Prayer is really useful for some early questing, not really necessary for most of the quest, but it does make questing a bit more easy. With this method, you just walk to the boneyard right here and then walk to the Chaos Altar to offer your bones. What's good about this method is as an Ultimate Ironman in the early game, you don't really have anything in your inventory, so you can do this easily. Prayer can be a pain in the ass as an Ultimate Ironman, so getting this out of the way early is really good. So that's 37 prayer, my first milestone. I can now protect from magic, which is nice. That's 40 prayer for protect from missiles. And as I thought I was just going to finish up my last inventory, I'm 44 XP off level 43. This means I'm just going to run back to the boneyard and just going to bury a couple of bones till I get 43 prayer. And here we are back at the boneyard, burying our final bone for 43 prayer, and now we are ready for some quests. As an early Ultimate Ironman, it can be really useful to do your early game quests in a specific order. For that reason I'm using a guide. I'll be linking the guide in the description and I really recommend using this for Ultimate Ironman players. Let's just finish talking to the cook to finish our first quest, which is of course the cook's assistant quest. That's our second quest done. And since inventory space is really scarce as an early Ultimate Ironman, I instantly have to sell back my quest rewards to make some place in my inventory. And look who it is, just sniffing some panties while killing rats in the swamp. And as we are looping around the free-to-play area, we just deliver this casket to Vios to finish our X Mark the Spot quest. And as we can already see, our inventory space is getting pretty clogged up. This is really why you do these early quests in a specific order, so you have all your quest items with you without taking too much items. Let's drink the green shit a witch made for us to finish the Witch's Potion quest. That also brings us over 100 total level, which is our first total level milestone. And as an early game Ultimate Ironman, money is a scarce resource, so you should be really careful. Let's fucking go green here. And to make up for a terrible investment, let's just pick up this 10k real quick. And for some early game questing, I just bought a fire staff and I will also buy some runes at Arbory for some fire strikes. So with a full inventory, with runes to do some questing, let's finish Gertrude's Cat. And that's Gertrude's Cat done. And while we wait for this ghost to go into the river, we complete the Restless Ghost quest. There it is, Restless Ghost completed. That's Rune Mysteries completed as well. And a quick tip for early Ironman players, you can buy jugs of wine here for 1 GP each, which heals 7, and that's really nice. And just a couple of steps away, here you can buy the Chronicle, which teleports you to the Champions Guild, which is basically a budget Varrock teleport, which you don't need any magic levels for. Sorry kitten, we don't have the inventory space to feed you. A useful strategy I don't really need because I have Protect from melee, but which you can use is you can simply walk here, switch positions with Count Raynor and airstrike or whatever strike him from here, which is a safe spot. As we kill Count Raynor, this is the Vampire Slayer done. Another useful tip is you can buy the supplies for a red berry pie right here. You only need to bring a bucket of water and you can simply make red berry pies right here in Port Sarim. And of course these red berry pies are needed for the Night Sword quest, which I won't be completing right now, but I will be giving the red berry pie to Turgo. And this is the most important moment of any account. How good is your RNG? Do you bake the spy the first time? Let's go, the first time this RNG is blessed. And as I said, we will do an efficient loop through Gielinor to finish all these quests without clogging up our inventory. So we quickly kill this red right here for the Druidic Ritual quest already. As I kill this bear, I wanted to show you an easy way to get to Ardoin from Rimington. You can simply talk to this man and he will take you to either Ardoin or Brimhaven from Rimington and also back, of course. Also, he's not such a scam as the charter ships who charge you like 3k for this shit. He only charges you 30 GP. That's Goblin Diplomacy completed. In the same fashion we save spotted Count Raynor. You can also save spot these Witches Experiment from the Witches House quest. You simply walk here, switch positions, and here you are safe to whatever strike them. And that's Witch's House completed for actually 24 hit points, which is insane. This quest is always just so insane. That's Druidic Ritual completed. As I said, we gathered the meat around Gielinor while walking around for other quests, which is really nice. Also, we can use our X marks the spots XP lamp on Herblore right now, because we'll use every XP lamp on Herblore since it's definitely the hardest skill for Ultimate Ironman. And this is another moment where the Fortitude Prayer comes in pretty clutch. We don't really need it here, but it's pretty nice. We need to pick up the Snape Grass and these Hobgoblins can hit pretty hard. And we just save another inventory spot or two because we don't need to take any food right here. As I open up my inventory showing 2 pieces of food. Here we finish up probably my least favorite quest in the game. The Sheep Herder quest. It's just so annoying. These sheeps never really work with you. It went pretty fine right now actually, but usually this annoys me so much, man. Another useful tip is just this general store in general, I guess. It just has so many nice quest items to use, like ropes, balls of wool, and I'm going for the Iron Axe right here to train up some wood cutting. Also, let's clean up our inventory for a bit. I think I can drop most of these items. And with this clean inventory, I wanted to wrap up this episode right here. We got a lot of juicy total levels from all these quests. We got 12 quests completed, which is pretty nice. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see you guys in the next episode.